So it is officially 5:16 p.m. and that means it's golden hour in Seattle. But the sun right now is dipping behind some clouds, but it is still a beautiful evening. It's so good and it's so nice that it's March and we're finally getting some change of weather, at least for a couple days. You know, I'm ready for spring and summer, to be honest. I'm tired of this winter weather. And even though the sun isn't fully blasting out, still gonna be a nice evening to get out and take some photos. So right now I'm just on top of my roof in Belltown where I live. And yeah, I'm gonna start with taking some photos up here. I've never really taken photos up here before except for just on my phone, and I come up here like all the time to take my dog out sometimes and then just to catch some views. Yeah, it's extremely beautiful up here. Thankful to just be here right now. I feel good. I don't know, feel some sort of like gratitude because I'm actually stepping out and just gonna take some photos. And you know, to be honest, filming as well, doing a video, a part of it is a form of accountability for me almost too as well. I see the channel as a chapter marker in everything in my life. So in the previous video where I talked about being able to create work from home and just breaking out of the routine and getting out and taking photos, well, this is kind of for me to be able to look back and say, hey, you know, I actually did it. I actually stepped outside, had some self-accountability, moved forward and kept going. So yeah, I'm excited to just be out here enjoying the evening here in Seattle. So today I will be shooting some rolls of Lomo 800. Got like a 3-pack, pretty standard for 120. I've got 3 rolls. I have 2 rolls with me. One is actually loaded in my RZ in a 645 back, but I have another camera today that I'm going to be using. And we'll just say this is the first time of me using it, when technically it's not, but it kind of is. So basically what happened was, I've had this camera for like maybe over a year. There was a roll of film that I didn't know was loaded up in it, and it happened to be Lomo Chrome Purple, and I just blasted through it. So now the camera's empty and I've just got to get the camera loaded up with some Lomo 800. But the camera that I'm going to be using today is Mamiya C220 TLR. I'm used to the waist level finder at this point just with using the RZ, so kind of carrying that same orientation or that same style of shooting I think would just come easy. And walking around with this camera is way lighter and a lot easier to do than with the RZ. Hoping to maybe get over to Cary Park and grab a few photos. And this is really the first time that I'm shooting square format as well, 6x6. After I get these rolls developed and everything, I'll have shot all of the formats of medium format. So yeah, that's exciting. So I pretty much have finished my roll of film, 6x6, 12 shots. I don't know if you can really see that. I still want to head down to Cary Park, so I think I'm going to run down to my apartment, grab my tripod, and grab my shutter air release. It's not like a proper normal release, more so for self-portraits, but that's okay. We just make it happen, do what we got, be resourceful. Had a really cool interaction up here with a gentleman by the name of Joe, fellow neighbor. Was able to kind of grab some street portraits of him. And yeah, that was a really cool interaction. These days we don't have like a lot of human interaction, so kind of gotta take it where you can get it, get in where you fit in. But I told him to, once I get the photos developed, I'll send them over. So got his Instagram and everything. And yeah, it was really cool. Some other people up here on the roof too. I was able to kind of just practice that street photography, which I want to do more of. So I'm out here, accountability. But yeah, I think I'm gonna head to Cary Park now, and it's been good. Another roll of Lomo 800. And we'll see what happens with that roll in the 645 back for the RZ. Maybe we'll save that for another one or do that here. found a spot over here in Cary Park that is like a little small dirt patch, basically away from where everyone stands. This is, I think, is a good spot for the bulb exposure, because then I don't have basically a whole bunch of people moving around. But I did take a couple shots up top to see basically how that would turn out. Did like some exposures of about 30 seconds, just one shot. Try to Google a little bit about like reciprocity failure with Lomo 800. Didn't see anything, so hopefully everything will be fine. Yeah, always fun to get out here at night. And then I think at this point with shooting at night too, just hearing the actual sounds of the camera, the shutter opening with the release, and then the shutter closing once I let go of the release. Yeah, it's pretty good. So I've only done a couple shots, didn't finish the whole roll, but maybe tomorrow I will finish the whole roll. I read something today that was like super important. Actually, it was talking about motivation and discipline, and passion being the thing that is going to continue to motivate us, but discipline is the thing that kind of sustains what we're doing. So I was motivated to get out today, but having some discipline as well, holding myself accountable and getting out, because it's kind of like going to the gym. You know, sometimes you dread going to the actual gym, and then when you get there, you start lifting, and it's like, oh, I'm glad I'm here. So it's kind of the same thing with photography sometimes. It's just like, oh, like, how am I going to get out the door today? It's like, obviously I know I love doing photography, I love shooting, but sometimes just getting started can be the hardest thing. Came back out next day to finish the roll that I started last night. Same location again, Cary Park. This is like the prime location whenever you come to Seattle. Major tourist attraction, but a lot of locals I feel like go there too as well. I'm a local, so I went. Found some pretty interesting compositions. I've really been into like shots that have things into the foreground. So some of the shots that I got last night, or when I was on that one part in the hill, I didn't go right there. It's kind of filled with photographers anyway, and I feel like people kind of just typically go for those landscape shots where there aren't people in them, but I do enjoy people within my shots. So I think I got a few variations of different type of shots. There's like this one apartment building over there that I think looks really cool. A while back I shot some stuff with just like the square crop on the iPhone, and then I tried to replicate some of the stuff that I took before, but I think I got some pretty good shots. I was like walking on the way back and found like a few more compositions, and then there was this like railing balcony that I walked on. I guess it was like right outside someone's apartment. Just waved at him as I walked by. But right before I went to that spot, I was like trying to adjust the camera, and my thumb just hit right onto the shutter release. And yeah, that was tragic. So I lost the frame, but I kind of came down this street. This is Highland Drive over here by Cary Park, and this is the Queen Anne area. So we're like a few blocks from here is Lower Queen Anne. That's like more towards where I live, but this is like Queen Anne, like up on the hill type deal. So yeah, we're over here. So the past 3 days I've been using the Mamiya C220 6x6 square format. My first time using it, and it's been really nice to walk around with it. Have an option for a medium format walk around. Now the camera's not actually mine. A friend of mine gave it to me on loan. I probably want to say like a year ago, but 3 days ago was the first time I took it out. Like I mentioned in the previous video, I've just been trying to work on having some self accountability and getting myself out. It's not necessarily that I don't feel motivated, it's just stuck in the routine. And if I didn't feel motivated to get out and shoot, then I probably I wouldn't shoot. I wouldn't necessarily be thinking about photography. But sometimes I'm thinking about photography and I'm not actually getting out. So if there's one thing that I can always control, it's my effort. Appreciate you guys so much for watching. I wanted to get back out here, finish this roll, you know, 3 days in a row. What they say, 3 times the charm. So yeah, I'm back out here and yeah, finished the roll, able to get to Cary Park during daytime as well. And yeah, appreciate you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Holla.